I've met recently with many of our partners from Canada, from Mexico, and from elsewhere to say, come to Massachusetts, continue to do business with us as a state. We're a business that is part of an important global economy, and we support that global talent, and we support the work that we can do with other nations. But we're up against an administration that is doing everything to isolate America from our allies, to do things that are incredibly destructive to the economy. I mean, the loss of wealth is something I don't know that people could have imagined that we'd see this loss of wealth in such a short part of time. And I'll tell you the other thing, the fear is real. I've heard from people here who have been green card holders from countries like Canada and Germany and other European countries who are in the process of the final step in their naturalization interview. They don't know whether they should show up for that for fear of being arrested and hauled off to some gulag somewhere in El Salvador. That's the reality. And that's why it is very important that people stand up. It's very important what Harvard University did and said enough is enough. And, on that note, I just want to be clear as well. There's no place for anti-Semitism, no place at all. In fact, as governor, I set up an anti-Semitism commission task force to study this and to identify more things we can do. There's no doubt that Jewish students on campuses have been treated poorly in this country, and colleges need to change. And Harvard has already taken steps to do that. I've also said that's not what this is about. Mm-hmm. This is about a classic move out of an authoritarian playbook. And I don't use those words lightly, Christian. But when you have a president who is looking to silence all critics, all opposition, law firms, companies, colleges and universities, everyday Americans, that's the reality of what's happening. When you have a president who each day is issuing an order, I'm going to take away tax status for colleges and universities, or any organization that's involved in climate work or in democracy work, or any organization that's about promoting equal opportunities for people of color or women in this country. I mean, that's what is going on, to say nothing of the corruption and what's happened within DOGE and the access to information that Elon Musk and others have had that can manipulate markets. It's really important that people both understand what's going on and also speak up about it and demand accountability, which at this point is going to come from the American people and from, frankly, Republicans in Congress who, should not have stood by and allowed all of their power and authority to be usurped by Donald Trump.